Man, still bills, Mr. Denzel, man, nigga fresh off the clock and all that, man. Hey, no, I'm about to go. What the hell? Oh, I'm in neutral, nigga. I'm burnt the fuck out. I'm like, why my shit going so slow? Oh, man, but peep game, man, listen. I ain't talked about this brother in a minute. Y'all know how I feel about him, man. My man, Anthony, the landlord Joshua, man. He back, man. He back. Hopefully, you dig. He still has a tall task at hand, man. But what I really like, when I get on this, when I get on this channel, man, I try to be, even if I have really a really serious disdainment for somebody, and I'm just like, man, I just can't fuck with this nigga, man. I can't fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? Even if I have that type of energy towards an individual, I still respect the fact that these dudes are top of the line in their respective profession. You know what I'm saying? This ain't like basketball or football where you could talk that, you know what I'm saying, talk crazy to a nigga, and if you just so happen to run across him, nigga, you a ball player. What you trying to do? I would fuck if you 6'10". Nigga, what's happening? You're not doing that with no cats who, you know what I'm saying, no combatants. You dig what I'm saying? You can talk to them, man, I'll do that shit in the street fight. These niggas are street fighters too. I don't think people understand how much your street fighting abilities enhance when you learn how to properly get out of the way of a shot and punish somebody for missing that shot. Even on just hands alone. On grappling, wrestling, and jiu-jitsu, you know what I'm saying? That enhances your street fighting capabilities because you know, all right, cool, the fight is going more than likely end up on the ground, so I know how I'm gonna have to handle you. I know what to do as soon as we get on the ground. You know, people really, you know, they go out of their way to kind of try to, you know, isolate street fighting away from boxing. Or mainly boxing because, you know, they say, oh man, boxing ain't really, you know, that ain't real fighting. It's always real fighting. Sparring ain't real fighting. You know what I'm saying? Amateurs ain't the professionals, you know what I'm saying? Even though each individual experience tells a vivid story. You learn a lot about, man, listen, and it's not just because I just spar, you know what I'm saying? It's not just because of that. Sparring tells a story in itself. And something like Kevin Rooney would tell people who were coming to camp with Mike Tyson, do not bring your guy here if he ain't trying to fight. Because my guy ain't coming in here to spar. My dude is coming in here to fight. You spar how you fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's always these different, oh man, that ain't real fighting. It's boxing, it's this and that and the third. Oh, MMA, you know, MMA is more anything goes. And it's just real, just goofy shit. My thing is this, if I get the shot off first, you out of there. And it enhances my ability to get the shot off first if I'm properly trained with, you know, with hands. So I don't give a fuck about none of that shit you talking about. But I'm kind of getting off. No, I'm actually not getting off track with my point. I'm about to land my point home. My overall point was, I don't talk as much as I can't stand the Charlos, but I do respect Jermell Charlo. I just don't like that overt aggression. I'm not gonna get on here and denigrate them in the sense of where I will be challenging their manhood. I don't call men bitches just on my homies or just some brother, man, you bitch, unless I'm ready to take it there with you. And I don't be ready to take it there with nobody. I don't like drama. You dig? I'm too mild-mannered, being all wild and extra out and shit. That contradicts my overall persona. I'm a mild-mannered dude, and I can take a lot of bullshit. And because I've been able to take a lot of bullshit, it's caused people to test me. It's caused people, and you know, any other nigga be like, oh man, I need that work. Me, I'm good, I'm good. Eventually, you're gonna get to me to that point where it's just like, I'm about to take you through all 7 stages of hell, you know what I'm saying? And you ain't necessarily ready for it. So that's just me and just my character. I don't call men out of their names because I understand there's a power in the tongue, and men just on being, you know, shit, man, we can get predatory as a motherfucker. So I respect that. I respect your manhood for one. And overall, or more so than, I respect your manhood and you as a man before anything else. Secondly, I understand the profession that you're in. And I don't compete on that level in your profession. Even as if I was a high-ranking amateur, there is levels between amateurs and the pros. But when you get to a high-ranking amateur, you're that much more seasoned for the pros than somebody as opposed to like 50 fights or whatever the case may be. But nonetheless, like I said, I don't disrespect these fighters. I'm not gonna get on here and call fighters bitches and talk about, oh man, they glass jaw and all. I'll probably say that, but I'm not, you know, bitches and all that extra shit. And really, man, I don't even call fighters bums. So for me to see the landlord slide on some motherfucking college students was a breath of fresh air. It was a breath of fresh air. And he needs to take that persona on into this next fight with Usyk, because it couldn't have happened at a more opportune time. He needs to redevelop that mean streak about him. You know what I'm saying? He's a nice guy. You know, he has, you know, he has a, you know, a really dope public image, a mild-mannered dude like myself. He's like, man, I don't, like, come on, man. Like, nah, we ain't here for all that, man. We gonna fight. This is a business transaction. We gonna get in the ring, lace up, and be done with it. And that's just what it is. That's his overall get at. That's his overall get at. But people, you know, they see the pretty boy motherfucker, and they see the smile. They don't perceive him as no threat. Oh, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say to him. What he gonna do? This pretty motherfucker, like even when Gerald Miller was talking that shit, man, I'll come over there and smack your cute face, and was just really clapping at his looks, you know what I'm saying? Because he's been able to preserve his looks. Anthony Joshua's a good-looking guy. It is what it is. So because of that, they don't see somebody like how they would see Tyson, you know, with the grimace in his face. They don't see somebody like Bud with the grimace in his face, you know what I'm saying? Even Charlo, them is menacing dudes right there. Just their aura, just like the aura that gives off is menacing. It's uncomfortable to be around if you ain't used to being around them tight niggas. So unless you read, and I'm not even talking about other boxers. Well, in AJ's case, there's other boxers as well, but people in the media, people who have access to social media accounts. Twitter, you can add a motherfucker and really get to clapping at him and look to, you know, get your tweet going viral, Instagram videos and all that shit, Facebook lives and all that shit. That eventually catches up with you, because what a lot of y'all niggas don't understand is this ain't 2000. This ain't 19, you know, the 90s and the 80s and the 70s and the 60s where you felt like the celebrities were, they're just so far out of contact that you would never get to see them, would be like, oh my God, that's so-and-so. No, they're on Instagram. You know, they do on Instagram lives. They'll respond to your message. They'll respond to you. It's easier to reach out and touch them. So with that being said, it's easier for a motherfucker to come and find you and holler at you now. I don't have to, like, nah, you was talking all that keyboard warrior shit, and now with Akin Barak, they did that shit, you know what I'm saying? They brought Zab Judah to the homeboy's job. Now, granted, Zab knew he wasn't going to do shit to him, but it was just his presence and being there. I'll be Zab Judah now. I bet. I'm going to hold you to that. So when he slide through, it's, oh, I was just playing. Y'all got to watch y'all mouths over these fucking platforms, man, unless you really ready to take it there. Anthony Joshua is a huge, colossal dude. If you saw Anthony Joshua bouncing at a club, he's not no dude you're gonna sit there and try and test. Despite him being a champion, a two-time unified heavyweight world champion, you ain't gonna test that nigga. 6'6", 250. At his bulkiest, like, yeah, I think he fought Klitschko. He was like 260 or something like that. This is not no little dude. So now you enhance his size by giving him capabilities that your brain can't even comprehend. Even you can watch it and articulate it, but you don't have the body mechanics and the dexterity and the muscle memory to do what it is that he's doing. To do the shit that you're saying and repeating and regurgitating, you can't get in there and do that shit. So you will sit there and talk your shit to somebody out of the comfort behind a username and password. I keep telling y'all niggas, stop getting extra behind these fucking social media platforms. That shit is gonna bite you in the ass one day. Motherfuckers, y'all like, people like going to fights. The fights be lit. I went to one of Bud's fights up here in the city. They lit. Now, when you start talking about going to Vegas and LA and New York, these celebrities, they're not even just celebrities. These other boxers are coming because they're fans of the sport themselves. They're coming to watch these fights. What's the chances of you running into these motherfuckers after you done sat there and clapped at them for as long as you've been clapping at them for and got the nerve to show your face? You know how embarrassing that is to stand in front of a motherfucker that you was just clapping at? You called him a bum, you called him this and that and the third, and he telling you, I'll break your glass jaw. Watch your mouth. I don't give a fuck about this public image shit. Now you look stupid. You can never lay that down, even though you did the right thing, because if you would have brucked up, he would have, you know, he would have bent your ass up. You would have been flatlined, outlined in chalk. You did the right thing. But you wouldn't have to done the right thing, Gad. You can voice your opinion respectfully without all that extra shit. I don't hide my feelings for the Charlos. I thought that was some sucking shit. Even just after Jermel's fight, he smacked another cameraman's camera. You a bitch, you gonna smack his camera. I don't like that. Am I gonna call that man, you a bitch, I'll do this and that third? No, I'm not. What the fuck am I gonna do to Jermel or Jermall Charlo? I exercise patience with regular niggas on the streets. Not no... I'm not quick to go there with ignorant ass niggas on the street or regular niggas on the street. Why would I be ready to go there and get ignorant over Facebook or over this or YouTube with a fucking bona fide sitting world champion? Not every boxer gets to that level. And when they get to that level, sometimes they don't surpass that. Like I'm a contender. I'm a contender. I'll be nothing more than a contender. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it because y'all find solace in the safe space behind these fucking platforms, dog. So now when you got the chance to see a nigga who's fighting in the Goliath of the divisions, you look stupid. Because it's nothing that you can say that you can't stand your ground because you didn't expect him to, of all people, come and holler at you. Because y'all think, oh man, you a celebrity. Why you worried about little old me? Go do this and go do that. Why? I'm a human being at the end of the day. And you're disrespecting me. If you was to say this shit in my face, we'd have this, like, what's the difference between you saying some shit online and saying it in my face? The difference is you're a lot more comfortable with saying it online because you don't have to, I'm not in your immediate presence. Because if we was face to face and you was feeling my energy and you start to see, hey, yo, man, what I'm saying is kind of bothering them. Maybe I should kind of, you know, bite my tongue a little bit over what I'm saying or reword what I'm saying to make it a lot more, you know, digestible. That would be your get out. It wouldn't be, I gotta say this, I gotta say this. Like, no, you niggas is not tough. And this dude was a college student, a bony college student. That's my biggest thing when it comes, when you show a bit more respect to boxers and mixed martial artists and kickboxers and Muay Thai fighters. People who actually compete in combatives or train in combatives. Because just because you're a fan of the sport and you may be able to articulate it, that does not mean you can do it. Jim Lampley, Larry Murch, Max Kellerman are prime examples of that. They can break down a fight. Ask them to get in there to slip a jab. Show you how to slip a jab. Ask them to show you how to hook off the jab. Ask them to show you how to throw the two off the jab. Lead with the hook. Cut the angle. They can't do you. They can't do that. They can articulate it. They can't physically do it. And my problem with a lot of these fans of when it comes to combatants is they're fans of the sport. They're not practitioners of the sport. But they allow their fandom and their safe space behind social media to usurp their because you would not say that shit in their presence. Their level of comfort is heightened because they don't have to worry about seeing you. So now when that nigga slide to where you at, now it's like your eyes is bucking. Oh man, I didn't expect this. Stop talking tough. It's as simple as that. Stop talking greasy like you ready to take it there, bro, because you not. At least not with them. Maybe a chocolatito, but I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that. You could be 6'3" and you gonna talk shit to Chocolatito? Because he's 5'5"? All right, cool. When that nigga start putting punches together and you can't see where the punches are coming from and he's busting your ribs up, what you gonna do then? Y'all gotta respect these pugilists. You don't have to like them, you have to respect them. I do not like the Charlos. I don't respect Jermall Charlo's get down as it pertains to how he's going about his career, but I respect his skill set enough to know I'm not about to sit there and get this dude in his feelings to where if I'm at a fight, I gotta worry about him running up on me. That's just not the move. I'm not a world champion fighter. Respect these fighters, dog. Respect these fighters. I'm not a fan of Deontay Wilder. You think I'm about to say, I don't even call him a bum. Do I think he's a putrid level fighter as far as skill set? Absolutely. Do I think his power is do I think he has one of the biggest right hands of all time? Absolutely. I don't think there's no fighter in history that Deontay Wilder wouldn't be able to knock out if he landed on him. So on that aspect alone, and his timing with that punch, because as terrible of a boxer as I think he is, the fact that he was able to drop Fury 4 times, I would say 3, because I don't think that last knockdown in the last fight was really, that drastic of a knockdown. But the fact that he was able to do it 4 times officially, that goes to show you the level of timing that he has developed with that right hand. He's able to place it. Respect these fighters, dog. I remember niggas had the nerve to get mad at Kevin Durant for clapping back at niggas who was talking shit to him on Twitter. These are celebrities, yeah, but they are human beings at the end of the day, and they are dudes who they're gonna defend themselves. The same with this, I was watching Stephen A. Smith, and who cares what these people gotta say? I got a job to do, and this and that and the 30, yada yada yada. That's easy to say until you and the nigga scope. You the recipient of all the shit that niggas is talking about. You getting all the smoke and all the drama, and somebody is just really letting their feelings hang or how they feel about you. It's easier to say. That's easier to say. Ryan Clark, ex-Pittsburgh Steelers player. He was talking greasy about Stephen A. Smith's hairline. Man, that was weak, man. That was weak. You saw in that man's in his body language and in his emotions and in the tone of his voice how uncomfortable he was with that. He didn't like that. He didn't like that. Why? Because he's a fucking human being. Respect these fighters. It is that, just no more, no less. Respect athletes in general, but really overly respect fighters. Because half of you niggas, if the drama popping, you ain't ready to step out there in the middle of the street and boss up and have everybody pull their phones out. And you possibly going viral by getting your ass crashed in the middle of the street that you can't cope with and stomach that, that situation. You're not ready for that. Which is okay. I'm not quick to step in the street neither. But there's precautions that I take to let you know I'm not about to run from you, but I'm gonna let you know I don't want no drama. I don't want no drama. I'm not running. I don't want no drama because I'm shook. I just don't want no drama because what happens if I crash your ass? What's your intentions with me after that? We bust up here in Omaha, Nebraska. After the drama, after the one-on-ones, niggas is sliding back through. That's just hood protocol. It's fucked up, but that's how it goes. Half of you niggas is not ready to be in no situation like that. With that being a possibility, it's 100 niggas around you, and 2 or 3 niggas is out there holding. 2 or 3 of the shooters is right there. All right, cool. I got it right here, just in case it go elsewhere. That's a real uncomfortable scenario to be in. And at least on the nigga in the street, that's fighting a nigga that's more so on your level. As opposed to a fucking unified, two-time unified heavyweight world champion. Stop talking slick to these niggas online, dog. Stop. Stop. Especially fighters. Because you not ready. You not ready if that nigga run up on you. And now this little college boy look dumb as fuck. Sitting up there talking like that. He look dumb as fuck now that he done went viral. Stupid. Shout out to Anthony Joshua, because that's the type of energy you're going to need to take in the ring with Usyk. Fuck this public image shit. I better see the afro when you get in that ring with Usyk. I better see the beard. It ain't lined up. It's grimy. It's nappy. I better see all that shit. I need to see a warrior, fucking Viking when you get in that ring, bro. And this right here is how you go about doing that. Checking these bitch ass niggas who got, you know, who's tough over online. But ain't with no drama when you know what I'm saying, when you step to them in real life. That nigga's a cold bitch for doing that. Don't talk, you can talk greasy, stand on that. Be the gangster that you was portraying to be and stand on all that shit. Now you look stupid. Stay in your lane, man. Go find something safe to do. Go find something safe to do. Because playing with these fighters that ain't it. That ain't it. Because that's going to have ramifications of that action. Sooner than later, your actions is gonna catch up to you. It's gonna catch up to you. And when it catches up to you, I'll be glad to be the nigga that say, I told you so. They don't honk the horn at me, you bitch ass nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? So, shout out to Anthony Joshua, man. I can't say it enough, man. I'm looking forward to the fight with Usyk. When you go and take your belts back. So we putting that into the universe. When you go and you get your belts back, I will most definitely be tuning in to see that shit. And if you don't, I'm going to be tuning in to see what you do after the fight if you don't get your belts back, because I'll fuck with you. So, salute my man AJ. Nigeria, stand up. My people out there, man. Hey, I'm happy now, man. I'm out. Deuces.